communique, popularly known now as the Asaba Declaration, that was issued by the Southern Governors Forum on the state of the nation. Joining us now on the show is the Oluwo of Igboho, Oba Abdulrasheed Adewale Akanbi. Welcome to the show, sir.
You are. Thank you.
Welcome to the show. You can call us on 081-270-53687, also 091-390-76948. You can also tweet us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your TVC so we can read your tweets. Kabisi, welcome to the show, sir. Again.
You are. Thank
now,
you.
I know that when this communique came and there was an outright declaration on the ban of open grazing, and I then remember that during that time when Sunday Igboho came out and you were you were saying that the Fulanis live amongst us and that they live peaceably with us, and there shouldn't be any reason to ask anybody to leave. So if we look at that with this new proclamation by the Southern governors, do you still believe it was right for them to make that open declaration that says no open grazing in the south part of Nigeria?
Good morning. Actually, I want to commend TVC. Despite the NSAS attack, they were still able to come back. Yeah, and I really appreciate. That's very good.
Thank you, sir.
I commend you. And I've seen some of your officials that are workers that are wounded, some of them, and I just pray that God will uphold.
Amen.
I had a summit yesterday, which was like a summit among Fulani herders and the farmers. And what we came out is that you can see when we are talking about ranching, open grazing and everything, the average Fulani man doesn't know what that is. These people live in the bush, they don't, the average Fulani herders, they live in the bush, they don't know what is. So you have to take them through a process. Take them through this process. We are all Nigerians, we have to think about each other. You know, if you were the tribe in that kind of situation, when you are talking about Yoruba, Fulanis should go this place, Fulanis, the old tribe is the criminal. We have criminals in all ethnic tribes. So it's now possible for you to just criminalize one tribe. And that's when I see little female children, little kids, their wives being driven and stuff like that. I was like, wow, no, this is not who we are. As Yorubas, we are not wicked like this. You don't, there are many Nigerians doing stuff outside the country. And today, in America and everywhere, today, Nigeria is the Deputy Secretary Treasury. And we have Nigerians in jail who committed many crimes. They didn't say Nigerians are criminals. A criminal is a criminal. A bandit is a bandit. And so what we do here is you have to take the Fulani through a process, which is what I propose to them is that if you guys are 100, let 50 out of you go for another business, which is stacking, which is to collect the grass. The grass which you are taking the cow to go and eat and go for miles, you yourself go for the miles and take the grass and bring it to the cow. This is the process you have to take an average Fulani man to, and the government, it has to be an intervention program for the government.
Right. Okay, let
so,
me come.
Sir, the Southern governors said actually they made it clear that they are not saying that people or a particular ethnic group should leave. That they are talking about the criminal elements.
Yeah, the criminals.
Yeah, the criminal elements in that group. So, and then, but you know, now listening to you, I wonder, do you think that that meeting would have been better served if traditional leaders were involved? Because you're closest to the people. You understand the visitors and what they do. Do you think in their conversations concerning open grazing, concerning who may be the criminal elements in the communities, is better done if you're part of these conversations?
It's not only about where this country is right now. We need especially the paramount rulers in Nigeria in Yoruba land, we need for them to be recognized constitutionally. The local aspect of it, the governor can take care of the states, the traditional rulers should take care of the local side. I take care of the security in my domain, everything out, your domain must be better, development-wise, everything-wise. Everything is on the neck of the traditional ruler. But we have it's like a dog without no teeth. And the government must recognize the traditional rulers, especially the paramount ones, because we have many traditional, but the paramount rulers, they need to be recognized constitutional, and it is now, not even
later,
because this is getting out of hand. The politicians cannot do this by themselves.
Right.
They can't do it alone. Okay. It's not possible.
Okay, so the political meeting that the communique was to ban open grazing across the southern belt.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is we cannot identify the good from the bad. Yeah. But if we eliminate everybody and let only legitimate businesses ranch their cattle, and we register those businesses, when we see anyone not within their business district, we can identify them as being criminals because they're not conforming with the laws of the environment.
No, you can't do that.
And according to, and I'm not the spokesperson, but we interviewed the governor for Ondo State last week after the meeting, and those were the feedback he gave us. Then he also mentioned that the reason for this is it's been a really cumbersome process to secure the environment. You are saying there are other ways that this could have been managed better.
Yeah.
What has there been a meeting between all the traditional rulers of the southern area to come up with their own suggestion of how we can better secure this belt?
Unfortunately, in the Yoruba side, which is the southwest, we don't have a Yoruba Council of Obas. Oh. So we only have states. Okay. So every state take care. But I take care of my own domain. I'm talking about my own domain. And it can be a pilot project for Nigerians. And that's what I do. I make sure my community is well, safe, peaceful, and secure.
But I want to go back to Otokwe's first question, sir, because it's important. I want
question,
you to
why
that
I
first
said
part
no.
of the fact that how else could they identify, remove the criminals from those who do legitimate business?
The only way we can, the only solution in this country is this country should be a police state. This police state, what I'm talking about, the unemployed youths in Nigeria today, we need to create an employment front in the security area. Employ 5 to 7 million police, custom, immigration. We need to man our borders. Our borders is porous, it's very free. We have over 1,000 kilometers of border from Niger down to the Atlantic by Benin. How many borders are there? Then again, why we need to make this country a police state? Like Germany, when you get to Germany, they ask you, Ausweis bitte. Where's your identity? In Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, they ask you, carte d'identité. They want to know who you are. If you don't have a tribe here, if you don't have no family contacts here or anything, there must be a database for Nigerians. This country is on the edge of going to collapse if we don't take. We have foreigners. These foreigners, they are remnants of Gaddafi. Gaddafi's mercenaries, terrorism. Gaddafi did a lot bad to Africa than any other president. Gaddafi was collecting mercenaries from everywhere. Charles Taylor is a product of Gaddafi. He trained them. Prince Johnson of Liberia Foday Sankoh of Sierra Leone is a product of Gaddafi. He has these mercenaries since the 80s. That anybody from anywhere in Africa, he brings them in, sponsor them, and he's the one feeding them. Anybody who wants to have a coup against any country in Africa, Gaddafi takes them in. And this is what is causing problem. He has harmed them. He has given them enough money. But when Gaddafi now passed, the locals are now driving those people away. And those people, that's a state cache of arms. So most of them moved down to the only country that they know that has porous borders, that is not small, the only country they know is Nigeria.
So when the governors then say, everybody stop open grazing, because they are coming in, yes, but they are coming in the disguise of herding cows. So your governors are now saying, everybody, first of all, leave. Now, according to Governor of Ondo State, let us register those who are doing legitimate business. So why is that a problem for you? Why do you think that wouldn't work?
Let me come in from that. They didn't come in as herders.
Okay.
They came in as mercenaries and terrorists. But the people they met in the bush are the herders. The herders live in the bush. So even what we are talking about now, the Fulani in Nigeria cannot contain them. It's out of their league. These people met them there and said, shut up. You're in the bush here. Nobody is taking care of you. You don't have water. You don't have anything. We have weapons. You see, Nigeria needs the president, actually, right now. He needs to create this employment to fight back, which is the police force, the army, everything. He needs to create that employment for our own people to be able to defend these borders. No, we can't say everybody should defend themselves and put guns in everybody's hand in Nigeria. That would be bad. That would be the worst thing ever. So what they need to do now is these same Fulanis, we still need them, those ones in the bush. We still need them for them to give us information for those people, but we need to at least take care.
That's if they're not already radicalized.
Yeah, because you see one thing, terrorism is very, very attractive to the unemployed. Unemployed, poor Nigerians, believe me, when they know you will have a gun in your hand, they can kidnap women for you. You can have your food. You will also have money from banditry and kidnapping. People are so much attracted to that. And that, if we let that go for more time than this, we are in trouble in Nigeria. We in the cities are not even safe. Nigeria the president needs to act now.
In response to this,
now,
the regions have started calling for self-recognition. Some are calling for secession completely.
Yeah.
There's so much insecurity in the land. What is your take on the Yoruba nation being called for in Southwest? And is there a voice, a common voice, for the Obas within the Southwest on the Yoruba nation? Are you in agreement or against?
Well, one thing I see about that is that this Nigeria is the hope of all black race. This is the most populous country in the whole of not only just Africa,
the world,
the most populous black nation. We are holding this, our diversity is our strength. We need to keep this and find a way to resolve our internal problems. Nigeria is so beautiful and so great, but the problem is just, believe me, this country it will be the greatest country one day.
Yeah, I believe.
We are smart people. We are great people. But we tend to oppress our future. The leaders oppress their own future. So the future is being oppressed and suppressed. So it means in 30, 40 years' time, if we don't take care of it now, we will still be oppressed people. And Nigeria should not break apart. If there's a problem, we can resolve it. And when people are talking about when Yoruba nation, Fulani should go, is it only Fulani in Yoruba here? We have the Igbo here. Are we sending Igbos away? Are we sending, how many people are we sending? How many of these ethnic?
Non-Yoruba.
So, and if you say only Fulani, then that's another thing. That's ethnic cleansing and bias. And this can lead to a chaos in this country. And then this country can't stand that.
Let me be sure I get you so that we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
You're saying that Nigeria is the biggest, strongest black nation in the world.
Not biggest. In terms of size, Nigeria is not big.
No, I'm talking about population. I'm talking about population. That's what I meant,
populous,
actually. Yeah. And we must take pride in that strength that we have.
Yes.
And we have an opportunity to be one of the greatest nations in the world.
Yes.
And this issue we are having is such that it's not our fault. The Nigerians are not fighting each other, if I hear you right.
Yeah.
What you're saying is that the real criminals in the bushes are coming from outside.
Yeah.
What we need to do is engage our people who are cattle herders
in the bush.
In the bush.
That they met first.
Engage them,
yes.
equip them to defend themselves and to defeat the enemy.
No. I'm not telling you to let the Fulani defend our borders.
Okay.
We just need information from there.
Yes.
Okay.
What I'm saying is employ.
Employ them.
These, not Fulanis only. Employ Nigerians.
Yes.
The unemployed Nigerians now, if you don't have any employment opportunity for them in other places, we need our security now.
Right.
So the employment that should be created now is to our security.
Yes, for the border.
This country should be a police state where we started asking for everybody's identity.
Gotcha.
A police country.
Yeah.
We start asking, and then there must be death penalties. You see, countries that are great, countries that are great. Go and look at Singapore, Saudi Arabia. You can't commit crime all these crimes there. People are scared to. How do you do it? Even in America, there's death penalty in Texas, in Mississippi, in many other places. In Georgia. Why we can't have death penalty and then implement it? Let people see it. Give them viewers' discretion is advised. And do what? What do?
Execute.
Execute. You execute some people, kidnappers, corruption should be punishable. This country right now, the way we are, we must be brutal. We have animals who are walking as humans on the street. We have people who believe using humans for money. You cut somebody's hand for money making, kill him. Let there be death penalty. Let there be and implement those. Death penalty, let it be shown. Let people go to the beach and see that if you commit this crime, if you do any kidnapping or you kill somebody, you will be killed straight. And believe me, you will see how crime will go down. And then secure our borders by employing more. These are the things. These are the bane of this society. Great society must come from it. Singapore today went from non-developed country to a developing. Today, Singapore is developed.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the thing is, these ideas, I strongly feel that it should have crossed the minds of our leaders because they are saddled with the problem.
We're sentimental, Tope. We like sentiments.
Like it should have crossed their mind. On this show, we've spoken about it consistently. There are some offense, rape cases, they should be castrated, this kind of thing. But we're not having those firm laws. But the other side of employment...
Let's have a conversation. Our president came out and said, shoot aside. All of us educated elite. How can he say that? No, I'm just saying, he was saying shoot aside those with AK-47.
Yeah.
Yes.
And those of us that went to school, how can he say it's against human rights violation? We are the ones that will speak against it. So what do we want? Are we going to be on the sentiments? Do you want them to shoot aside somebody who is carrying AK-47? Yes or no? That's the question.
I think that at the end of the day, considering how terrible this country is, we need drastic. Everybody knows we need a drastic approach to solve the problem. 100%. And the president already said that he can't do this because it's in a democracy. So we understand that there are some elements of laws holding people bound. And then there's lack of political will to even solve most of the problems. But currently, it is lack of funds that will be the excuse. If you ask now, let's employ people, they say, we don't have the money. We've not even paid salary of those that are on ground. Yeah. So how do we pay the salaries if we now employ more people? We have been struggling to do NIMS, the NIN. We've been unable to do it. That would have helped in terms of policing, and everybody has an identity card that we can use to monitor what is going on.
They politicize that now, saying that...
Now they've turned it into...
somebody who is an apologist, a terrorist apologist, is the one heading.
Yes.
So now all these colorings comes into this kind of conversations.
Exactly.
We don't get
so the reason for shoot at sites became political was because people felt that police officers, military men might abuse it to execute
people. Will abuse that.
So when you say this, let's do public execution, how are we sure that it will not once again be abused?
No, that one cannot be abused. Because
there's a trial.
There's a trial, there's a criminal. And fast, not like detained without trial or something like that. You get him on site. Fast track. Boom. Kill some. Before you kill 10 people in this country who are criminals and bandits, and corrupt officials, before you go and look at China. You dare not steal money. You dare not commit those things. There are many people, they take them out fast. The animals need to be taken out of men.
Human beings can walk.
Yeah. So, talking about corruption.
You have to separate the chaff from the wind. You they are humans who are walking animals. We can't, this country is not, we are not civilized yet.
So, talking about corruption and your stance on how it should be dealt with, many people will say then there will be no one left because there's so many accusing fingers that have been pointed to different people in the political sphere. Even traditional rulers have somehow been roped in this story, you know.
Yes.
So who will do the catching and the executing?
I can tell you, I'm not corrupt. I never took nothing from my people. I never stole nothing. I never sold one plot of land. Doesn't matter. Let's start from here. When China did its own, all the other things, yes. When Russia started, what's it called, capitalism now, all the gains of socialism went to some people, but then you start a new nation from now on. People, what they have done in the past, you can, some, if you can tell them because of the love of this nation, bring the money that you stole back. But we can't keep on saying we would put all our resources in fighting the crime committed back. That has been done. Why West? From now on, we start a new nation. A new nation free of corruption. We need to start now. This is the future. Today is our future. And we start building the future right now, today. Implement those laws. Enforce those laws. Kill some people. If this country, we're not playing anymore. Because if you don't do this thing, our youths that you want to oppress their future, they will take laws into their hands. Anarchy will reign.
Right.
We don't want anarchy. We need to let them know that our leaders can take care of this. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, needs to step up to the plate right now.
All right, let me take this call from Yakub. Yakub, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Yeah, Ryan,
You're live. Go ahead, please.
And good morning to Royal, sir. Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mariah, I totally agree with the king this morning. When he was saying that we need to take all these Fulani to a process. Because the people that are fighting for Yoruba nation, I am speaking now, I'm from your state, I'm a Yoruba, and then I don't want to go. I still want to belong to Nigeria as an entity. So how many of them calling for the Yoruba nation? There are few people. What I totally agree with the king is this. I want to give a typical example here. I have a brother that has a cow. And then this cow, he was managed by a Fulani person. This Fulani person was living among us almost 20 years now. And then do you know that the ranching of a thing, as King rightly said earlier, this guy does not even know what called ranching. Yeah. And then this guy called my brother that it's like he will leave the cow for him because my brother has almost 80 cows. And then was not calling my brother that it's like he's going to leave this cow because they were telling them to leave. My brother said why? He said that they are talking about something that they will not rear the cow again. What are they talking about? Until my brother begins to tell this guy that this is what they need. The guy said, okay, it is even good for him because his children cannot even attend a school. If my brother can be paying him salary, he will likely that so that he will not move him from our village down to Ilani, from Ilani to Niger State. And then every 2 years, he will come back to our village. So even sometimes, we will call my brother that 1 or 2 cows
Yeah.
That's
a good perspective.
That's another perspective.
We have lots of
Wade Geshin Olarinwaju says, how I wished other royal fathers, elder statesmen, politicians, ordinary Nigerians could reason this way. We just have to come together and work like one big family. Someone says, tell Oba that the rat in the bush told the rat outside that there is fish in the pot and the owner is asleep. He's trying to allude to the Fulani headsmen arrangement, they inviting each other that, you know, this is a free country and the arrangement of the bush.
Right, okay.
So, Honorable Ademola says, I totally agree with the KBAC that strict punishment should be meted on certain crimes committed to serve as a deterrent to those who commit them. The current situation in the country demands urgent and strict measures, or else there will be a breakdown of law. Samuel N. said an Oba proposing the China method, laughing my...
So if we look at it...
he doesn't agree
if we look at it in the past, if we look at even the Western education of the Western world, even in the early stages of the democracy, they were doing stuff execution. They were part of the public executions.
Yes.
It was over the years that the democracy got strengthened because the people had become civilized and understand the rule of law. But in the early days of their democracy, there were these kind of things we're talking about. So maybe where we are really, because we are getting a situation where we don't want to implode.
Yeah, it is
and
when you develop.
Measures. I'm not saying I agree with you, but is that I can see your perspective.
Yeah.
But are there other ways? Because even our president has expressed his frustration that when I was a military ruler, I know what I would have done. But as democracy, I must go through the process.
Listen,
so what are we doing? Are we taking
America in the 60s, when you commit a crime, they even put you everywhere, wanted, dead, and alive. When they catch you, they hang you straight. That's how they sustain their democracy.
Nigeria
you must be hard at the first. When you become developed, that's when you amend the laws. Even the amendment that came, they still have death penalty. So it's not possible for you to say you want to build a developing nation.
When the mental is still...
But we are already, our laws, our system, our justice system is at a point where we can only but grant a person his total fair hearing in court. I think the only way out is speed up trials. But in Nigeria till date, even when the president came in...
prisons, Nima. In this country,
I'm saying
you speed up trial, you put them in prison, and somebody will blow it up for political reasons. So I hear you.
So when you catch that person that blew up the prison, what Oluwo is saying is that a strong deterrent is to execute that person in public.
But do you know my own problem? That means we're trusting that the person that is supposed to enforce this is himself not corruption. And right now, we will tell you, sir, and I know you're in Nigeria, you know what the state of the nation is right now. Who are the people that we can confidently call and say, these are the people we trust that will enforce it without any bias? People have been lied against. We know people have been called and painted all sorts of names because they do not have anyone to back them up. We know that people that have money can get justice. Or divert justice. Who do we trust?
There's a saying that says like, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Yes, people have been disappointed in the system before. But are we still going to be beating a dead horse? Or where do we move from here? We're trying to move forward. We're not trying to think about what happened before. There must be a solution. Solution is now. Let's start from here. You say you don't... The way we try, fund the police more. Let the police, who is securing our lives, don't let them be taking peanuts of 30,000, 50,000 per. You have to, the police should be...
Let me link that to the issue of restructuring. People are saying devolution of powers, having state policing. Do you agree with that? Because those who are saying, there are some people saying restructuring, self-determination, not to leave Nigeria. Let's be clear, there's a difference. Self-determination just is that we are now a group and a recognized group. Do you think restructuring is necessary and do we need to dissolve power?
No, devolution of powers is what I agree with.
Okay.
Now, talking about any other restructuring, that's too much of a word to use. Restructuring might go more.
It can mean different things.
What of resource control, sir? What of resource control?
Resource control, then you are not your brother's keeper in the country.
Resource control and royalty, we're in a federal system.
There must be love. hold us together, our diversity. There are many other places that has this. One doesn't have that. We depend on each other.
Can I come in here? To develop that love.
Yeah.
You don't wake up and love.
Equity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love is grows.
Yes.
Yes.
So for me to love, so you have something, I don't have it.
Yeah.
If I see you building on that thing, and I build on my own thing, everybody holding your resources, and gradually we now respect each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Based on that respect I have of you and you have of me, then we cannot say, let us now collaborate. But if they're not allowing me to grow my own thing, you are now allowing somebody else is in charge. I don't respect. You can't just flip a switch and say, respect me so that I can give you my own resources. So I think that's what we're saying, that let each region control their resources, develop at their own pace. Therefore, then gradually they now begin to contribute willingly.
Now, it's not a bad idea, but what I'm still saying is that the way devolution of powers work, resource control is something we have to talk about. It's a very wide something. So I want. All
right.
Okay.
I know you were in. You participated in the Liberia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like you to tell us
at the early stage.
At the early stages.
Yeah.
I'd like you to give us, because those who are saying war. I want you to explain to them your experience in Liberia.
When there's war, the only people that there is what is called, you don't have children anymore. Your children, they've gone many places. You are not even trying to hold your child, even your baby. A governor, a president can become a refugee in the nearby country. There's no food. No cars move anymore. No cars. You move, you die. There is no more water, no more electricity, because those are the first things they blow up. War is a kind of spirit that comes over people when it overtakes. There is nothing anymore. What they want is like, do you know the way prisoners that have been sentenced to life in jail, do you know the way they think? They think like, let this whole world be destroyed and only me come out. Rape. People eat each other. You decide, when you're so hungry, you decide on who to cook. Kill and cook. There is nothing working, and you don't have no more clothes. Nothing. Imagine Nigerians becoming refugees in nearby country. Imagine they have to be dropping food for you from the sky before you eat, and that's United Nations. So it's too much of what you don't even want to imagine it. What war is. No husband, no wife, no children. Forget about children. Nothing works anymore. No school. Look at Liberians, all the way from Liberia. It's not the next country to this place. Do you know that those people became refugees in Ijebu? You have to bring them with ship loads. Without no clothes, nothing. This is people will be telling war. Our father fought war. Which war? War, Kiriji war is a war. Do you know what war is? Jet fighters. Do you know the kind of weapons there is now?
See what happened in Syria.
We have to run, unfortunately.
I have been in a place where jet fighter is bombing me down, and I have to be like, oh no, don't even think about it.
We've run out of time, but I thank you very much for coming this morning, because sometimes it's important for us to remind ourselves of what the options are. Yes, we're in a democracy. You've given us a few options. I hope our leaders are listening. We'd like to also engage other intellectuals and see other options available. I mean, it can't be just one-way street. There's got to be other options. But let us continue to talk and engage each other, because at the end of the day, we want our country.
Yes.
Nigeria. We are all Nigerians. And it's important that our children see this country as it is. That's all we can take on the show today. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Are your kitchen drawers starting to look like a bad garage sale? Steamers, rice cookers, roasters, slow cookers. And just how many pots and pans does one kitchen really need? And every time you cook, cleanup's a disaster. Scraping, scrubbing, what a chore. What if you could replace all this with one single non-stick pan? And what if this pan was innovative in design and made of the highest quality craftsmanship? And what if you could cook with it on the stove and in the oven? Introducing Copper Chef, the non-stick all-round square pan. It's a breakthrough in technology. Copper Chef with extra deep sides replaces a roasting pan, a rice cooker, a steamer, a stock pot, a wok, and a baking dish. What's the secret? Copper Chef's innovative stainless steel induction plate heats the pan quickly and evenly with no hot spots. And watch this, Copper Chef is heat proof up to 850 degrees. Incredible! Plus, your Copper Chef pan features Ceramotech, a new generation of healthy ceramic non-stick technology. That means nothing will